All right, we're going old school today. I'm gonna cut some hog jaw. That's what it is, the side of the hog jaw. You can say it bacon if you want to say bacon. I'm going to cut this on the other side. Let's go to the other side and cut it. No, it's not. Let's try this side here. Once you get through that skin, it'll be easier. All right. So I'm gonna start putting these in the skillet, pan, and start frying it. I'm cutting it. Like I said, I cook with my brain. It's a taste that I haven't tasted in a long while, so going back to my childhood. I haven't brought hog jaw in a long time. I'm just gonna fry this up to the crispy almost. Then I'm gonna put my cabbage down in it. And that's gonna give it its smoky flavor. Now before I put my cabbage, I'm gonna cut up some celery. Once the hog jaw gets crispy, I'll cut some celery and fry that also down inside the, cut one more piece. All right. We have the pan covered. I'm going to take this from that, wrap it up, put it in a Ziploc bag, put it in the freezer. That way I have the name of what this is and the date on it. Now, that in the freezer, so the next time I want to cook them. Swing you over to the stove where we are cooking the hog jaw. Rotate this here so the light will be shining better. And like I said, all we're doing is like cooking bacon. It's crispy. It renders the fat out of it. It's a little salty. All right, but we're on our way. hog jaws. I'm over here cutting up some celery to go into the cabbage. I got this from my sister Kim. I don't know what celery does with cabbage, but I'm telling you, every time I put cabbage in our own, I'm going to fry some celery up. Even if I don't have any meat, I'm going to fry some celery up, and it does wonders. Look at that. All right, so we're still frying. I got it on high. So I'm going to render all of that grease out of it. So that's what we're going to use to start frying our cabbage with flavor. So while that is searing, I'm over here at the sink cleaning my cabbage. Right. So it's cooking pretty well. And this time I'm going to add the celery to that. Let that cook a little bit. And tell you haven't tried this, try this next time you cook cabbage to add some celery to it. Just like I'm doing now, I am cooking the cabbage with celery before I add the because I am a butter lover, margarine. Once that gets to the desired stage that I want it, I will add some butter to this, or I just add the cabbage because I want it to be hot and get this on high. So I really want this to cook down. So that's doing great. Remember, I have not put any salt and pepper or seasoning. What I will be adding to this is chicken base, lightly, and salt and pepper. Right now, I'm rendering all of that. Fat out of the hog jaw. A hog jaw is what it is. It's the jaw of the hog that has been smoked like a bacon consistency. And people would cut this and use it for breakfast for thick bacon. But today we're going to use it as to season our cabbage. All these things I remember growing up as a child. A lot of stuff I don't use because it's time consuming. To cook soul food, it takes time to cook soul food. Like some people say, Southern food, really the same food, just different ethnic groups don't want to call it soul food, so they call it Southern food. Same type of food, same way. The soul food taught the Southern cooks how to cook, and so they changed it from soul food to Southern food. But it's the same food. Cooked the same way, or pretty much the same way. Maybe different variations for different regions. Like Alabama may do something a little different from New Orleans, or either Georgia, Florida. I've been all over, and I really think Florida has the best cooks when it comes down to Southern food or soul food. I don't know why. Maybe because I'm from Florida, but I have tasted food from other people. Don't say it's not good. Now, that's not what I'm saying. It's just a different way of cooking in Florida than it is in any other state. South Carolina, North Carolina, Virginia, Tennessee, Georgia. Florida has its own unique way of cooking, own unique flavor, and because I guess I've been raised here, I am partial to how it tastes. And so, to me, Floridians really know how to cook soul food or Southern food. All right, with all that said, it is brown enough, the celery and the pork jaws. I'm going to add some cabbage to the pot. All right. I'm not known for being very neat, so if you see little particles of food here and there, don't write me off. That's why I call E-Man Express. I cook fast. I'm going to add some more cabbage to that pot before I let it steam down. Before I add in more cabbage, let me go up here and get a little bit of chicken base. Small amount. I'm going to season the top of this, so I don't want it all to be placed in the top of the for some reason they go black pepper. Now, because I did cook beef, sometimes I do add beef flavor to this. Maybe today I may add a combination. When I want stuff to taste like pork, I add chicken flavor and beef flavor. And it has, you can't tell whether it's beef or pork, maybe beef or chicken. And so you think about pork. And so a lot of times I will combine the beef and the chicken flavor together to fool the palate thinking there's pork when I'm cooking stuff with that pork in it. That's my little secret tip. So next time you're cooking pork chops and you want to add some extra depth of flavor, add a little bit of beef flavor, beef bouillon and chicken bouillon together, and it'll give you that, it tastes like beef, but it tastes like chicken. It don't taste like meat either, so it gotta be pork. That's how I fool my palate to think that it has a depth of pork flavor, because you don't taste neither one. All right, I put all that in there. I'm gonna put the top on it and let this steam down. So we have some more to put in that pot, and I'll bring you back shortly. All right, we don't got all three of those medium cabbages in the pot. I'm gonna let this cook down for a little while before I stir it. You can make it give a little room, and we'll be back. All right, try to stir this a little bit. I know it's gonna be difficult. So what I'm gonna do is start mashing this down. I'm gonna go in the middle and shake it up a little bit. And just pour it from the middle. Hopefully I won't lose too much out the pot. Go from the end and turn my spoon sideways. And bring it up that way. Turn it sideways. Turn it sideways. Yeah, I'm making a mess, but not too bad. I don't want the bottom to get too done. The top still be raw. So let's move this over. Let's turn this around so I can get to this back side. Turn the spoon sideways. Go straight up. Go in. Turn sideways. Come in. Turn sideways. All right. That's enough mixing, I guess, for right now. You can see the black pepper has been incorporated all through. Yeah, I didn't waste too much. Let the steam a little bit better, more. It should be easier to stir. We'll be back shortly. All right. All right, we're back. It has steamed down enough that I'm able to now stir it really good. Get it all mixed up. Get all the flavors together. Practically done. But I'm gonna make sure that they stir it good and all the seasoning is mixed up well. Now I'm gonna cut it off and let the heat continue to cook it. I don't want it to be really soft. I want it not to be crunchy, but be done. All right.